It's Roma time. What's up, guys? Let's get straight into it. We got 3 games in 7 days. We got Cagliari coming up on Saturday. I expect Roma to take this game pretty seriously. We have 2 ties recently, as I said last time. Cagliari should be an easy game. They're in 14th place, although they did tie Sampdoria last week. I think it was 2-2 or something like that. So we gotta take this game seriously. Don't be surprised. Dzeko will be in the starting lineup. I can pretty much assure you that. I would expect to see Florenzi come in for Bruno Perez. I expect to see De Rossi on the field. Kolarov. This will be a pretty serious lineup, even though we are playing Cagliari. Now, we're gonna find out how serious we are about this Coppa Italia. We're playing Torino midweek, and then you know what's coming next week. Juve. That's an important game. We won't even talk about that this time. But we got to do something about this because we got to break this tying streak. We've seen this before with Garcia. We've seen this with Spalletti. We tend to go into these tying things, and at the end of the year, we don't end up not being successful because of our losses. It's always the ties that come back to haunt us. So this is our chance. We got to break this now, and we got to beat Juve next week. But like I said, we'll get into Juve next week. So I expect us to line up with our usual 4-3-3. I'd expect Patrick Schick most likely to start from the first minute on the right wing, which will be interesting. Cheng is under. There's rumors that he will be leaving on 6 months, most likely loan. I don't expect him to leave for long term. They did put quite a bit of money into a young kid. So that's what's happening this week. The other thing is Salah is pretty much going to hit 20 goals. So don't be surprised if we get a little kickback from Liverpool. I heard the fee was about 1.3 million when he hits the 20 goal mark. Not bad, especially if we can get it right before the transfer season opens. Would be nice because there is a couple of changes we can make. So let's get straight into Cagliari. Like I said, we're going to line up with our 4-3-3. And I expect to see them with I think it's about a 3-5-1-1 that they normally come out with. Some call it a 3-5-2, but I see João Pedro as being more of a supporting striker. So we'll call it a 3-5-1-1. Now, they are playing with 3 defense, but I expect their mids to sit very, very far back against Roma. It's going to be a tight game. They're going to watch footage. They know that Roma struggles when teams sit back and park the bus. And that's why we tied the past 2 games. So that's going to be a little worrisome. We're going to see how creative they can be and how they can go through this heavy defense that we're going to be dealing with. Now, granted, this is not a Juve defense, but every man I expect to see behind the ball. That's why someone like De Rossi, who's a great passer, can pick apart these teams and hopefully not get a red card. Yeah. So anyways, that's what's coming up. Then we got Torino during the week. I'm very interested about this because we keep hearing Roma officials like Monkey or the coach. They all say they want to win silverware. Well, in my opinion, the easiest silverware to win would be the Coppa Italia, but we never seem to take it very seriously. So we'll see what happens. We're playing Juve next Saturday. Don't be surprised if we don't astonish the crowd with a great performance on I believe it's Wednesday against Torino. So that's unfortunate, but I guess it's not my number one priority either. But it would be nice if for once we could have a good showing. We do see Di Francesco basically making a lot of changes game to game. Maybe Gerson will be starting, and he's been okay some games. Not as in it others, but what are you gonna do? I expect Florenzi to play this game against Cagliari and against Juve, so I don't expect to see him from the first minute at least against Torino. El Shaarawy will most likely start one of the 2 games, so I don't think he will start against Cagliari, but I think if he doesn't, then I think we'll definitely see him against Torino. And we'll see what happens, because I do think that Patrick Schick they're going to try and ease him in. We need someone on that right wing who's consistent. El Shaarawy's been inconsistent. Very good some games, almost like a ghost other games, which is unfortunate for us. I'd like to say, I'd like to take a couple of seconds just to talk about how great Alisson's been. He's been maybe the one and only player, granted he's a goalie, that's been amazing in my opinion every game. He's calm, composed. He takes a little bit too many risks, but I can't even talk bad about it because they've always worked out for him this year. Will that cost us a goal one day? Possibly. But until that happens, I'm going to keep my mouth shut about that. He's been playing phenomenal, and let's hope he keeps it up. So that's pretty much what the week looks like. I'm going to be making more videos. I tend to do a match review of each of those games if possible. Let me know what you guys want. I'm ready and I'm willing to make as many videos as we need. Let me know what you guys want to see, and we'll go from there. Cheers, guys.